welcome back to another video. Today we are doing a sleeve photo cards video, and I thought, honestly, the main purpose of this video is for me to talk about my collection goals for 2026, and since I gotta be doing something with my hands like while we're doing that, I don't really want to just like sit down and like talk to the camera. I figured it would be a good time to re-sleeve some of my photo cards. So I have made the task for myself at the beginning of this year to re-sleeve all of my slim fit photo card like collections, which is ATs, which we are going to do today, or at least start today. But then it's also like Boy Next Door, Nicholas, Zero Base One, One Harmony, Extraordinary Heroes, Itsy. So I think that's it. There's probably, twice solos as all examples. So I am trying to, over the course of the beginning of this year, re-sleeve everything in these sleeves because, and I have all of them, or I put like a bunch of packs in this, easy access, but because this is clear on both sides and I use Titan Shield sleeves, but I think that these will make my collections look much, you guys probably won't be able to tell, but I'll be able to tell that they will look much cleaner. They're not matte on the back, which I'm now kind of like over. So anyway, that is what we're going to do today. And while we do that, again, we're going to talk about my collection goals for the year. So these are just props. These are empty, but I wanted to show you guys which one, like what size I had ordered. I ordered like 35 packs of those or something, like crazy. As you can see, I've already taken my photo cards out of my binders. So the binders are empty because I had to take them out and then I had to take the other Titan Shield sleeves off. And I was like, that's like boring. You guys don't need to see me do that. So I already did that. And now we have 4 piles of photo cards. This is my like woosan like album photo card collection. Plus there are some other ATEEZ members in here for like my OT sets. But we're just going to get through as much as we get through while I'm talking about my collection goals, and then I'll just do the rest of it on my own. But let's get started. These piles like probably don't make a lot of sense, but this is our first like half of the binder. So we're going to start off with this. And we can start off, I made a list, which is very long. And it also is like, so basically I watched back my most recent photo card collection video and I just took notes on each binder, and that is how I like determined this. So some of the bullet points they'll be a little all over the place, but it's fine. I will just go over it with you guys. I might show it on the screen, but I might not. So anyway, also by the way, very excited for ATEEZ's comeback. I have a complete woosan collection, which I am very pleased with. So they are ready to go. I have pre-ordered some Hello A2 albums, and the closest pop-up to me is now in Alexandria, which is weird. They're not doing the Barnes & Noble pop-up anymore for Hello A2 in DC, which I find very strange, but whatever. I guess I'll try to go to Alexandria. I don't know. I gotta drive all the way out there, but okay, anyway, enough about that. You guys can just admire my ATEEZ cards while I'm talking about my collections. So at the top of my collections goal tab here, I have a goal for signed items. And while I don't have rules for signed albums per se, obviously honestly whatsoever. It's hard to have like goals for things that are signed, but I do have a signed Wooyoung album from every single era. Obviously, we have a new era coming up, so I will try to get that. Besides Fever Epilogue, and I know those are more expensive. I have seen 1 or 2 for sale, like $85 or so. But I do think that might not be a goal for necessarily this year, but I would like an Wooyoung signed Epilogue album because, again, I have a signed Wooyoung album for literally every single other era. So I feel like that would be fun too. Try to collect at some point. So that's just like kind of vague. And then another thing that I will definitely not complete this year, but I think would be fun to work on is getting a signed OT The Boys album per era. Because actually on Mercari US on Yokio, I do often see Japan W's selling signed albums, and they could be as cheap as like $30. So, and they're not like the best, it's like the signatures are a little faded, like whatever. the album isn't in the best condition because those albums have been around now for like almost 10 years in some cases, but I think that would be a good goal. So definitely not like immediately, but maybe I can get like 1 or 2 of those and that would be fun. So that is, I talked about the signed first because in my collection update video, I do like my signed item binder first. That kind of like prompted me to think about signed albums. Okay, but anyway, the groups that I noted down, I'm just going to keep up with. So there's not like expansions or downsizing or anything, but just collections that I think are going to stay the same. But obviously the groups will have comebacks and etc. are Boy Next Door. So my Tesson collection, as far as I know, is going to continue as normal. Same with Ann Team. Nicholas, I tried to collect roughly 8 cards per era. So not all of the cards that he has, but just to have a representation of Ann Team in my photo card collection. Doc B, of course, Ichan. He is 97 line, so actually he's going to have to go to the military this year, I think. Oh my god, that's so sad. I'm a little confused about the 97 lines, like when they're going to the military, but it should be this year. But I mean, if what I'm thinking is correct. So Ichan, we had a comeback. I'm getting some pobs for that. And then there's a few, like while he's in the military, I could back collect a few more pobs. I would like to get maybe a few more peak time cards because I have like almost all of his, but not quite. So there are a few things like that, but in essence, I think Emotion, I assume it'll be the last era that he is in. However, if there's another era, I will definitely collect that as well. And I will still continue to buy Doc B albums, even if he is in the military. And then Extraordinary Heroes, my Ganil and Jungsu collection is going to continue on as normal. Same with BTS. Obviously, BTS has a comeback on the horizon. I have successfully got tickets for a few shows, so I am very, very excited. Please message me if you're going, and then we can see if we can meet up. Of course, the comeback, I will collect Jungkook, and I am going to be in a group order for that. So hopefully that will help me get some pulls. I bought his vinyl from Target, and that's kind of like all that I'm doing for that. TXT, of course, Yeonjun is going to continue as scheduled, and I will collect his solos. We had No Labels Part 1, so I can only assume there will be a Part 2, especially because it's Yeonjun, so Hive is definitely going to want to, keep going on that. For TXT, recently I have not purchased their albums new. I try to buy them for cheaper later, just like the physical album, because first off, I never pull Yeonjun. And related to that, I basically can never trade for him. So I figured why spend double the money when I could buy his photo cards separately, and then I can buy the albums hopefully for cheaper later from people who buy like multiple and just want to sell. So that is my goal for that. The previous groups to that, like Boy Next Door kind of similar. I've been trying to do that as well. Same with Ann Team and Extraordinary Heroes, actually. I kind of have been trying to like buy some stuff later or for resale. Doc B, I will buy the albums because I want to support them and they actually do need my help. Okay, anyway, so it's just like an aside. And Hypen, same thing. I will keep collecting Jungwon, and same thing for Hypen. Like I bought a copy from Hello 82, but just one copy of like one of the versions. And I did join a group order for that plushie thing, which obviously they're blind box. So I don't know if I'll actually get it, but get Jungwon's, I mean. But same thing, I will keep his collection going as normal, and I also will try to buy some of their albums used, or at least wait a little while so I don't have to buy them like immediately when they go on pre-sale. NCT, so Jungwoo is in the military, of course, so his collection is all done, and NCT, if they make a comeback, I probably will buy a copy of the album. For NCT Dream, I now just kind of buy one copy per release. I do collect Jaemin. I will continue to collect Jaemin. He was in that like little drama thing, and I bought one of the kits for that. But I heard that Jeno and Jaemin are going to be in a subunit, which is classic and also sounds so fun to me. So of course I will collect that. And then Yang Yang, I'm still like keeping my, I don't know what to do about Wavy, guys, because I like Wavy. But recently I I don't listen to their music basically like ever. Sometimes I'll go back and listen to, you know, Action Figure or like an older song because I feel like that's when they were really thriving. And I haven't purchased their last few releases. I haven't gotten Yang Yang's photo card for that yet, but I have a complete Yang Yang collection like prior to big bands. And I don't really want to, like, part of me is like, I don't know if I want to continue it, but I also don't really want to, like, I worked hard on that collection and it's my oldest running NCT collection. So I don't know. But anyway, we'll say we're continuing with that for now. ZB1, guys. ZB1. I am so on the fence because I have such a complete ZB1 collection until the most recent era. And now with the announcement, my two biases technically will still be in the group. But guys, I just don't know. Like, my consolation was that the group maybe was going to expire, and then I would be able to finish the collection, and then it would be complete, and then I could be like, okay, I'm archiving this. But now I'm excited that there's still a group, and now that means that I'm confused about what I need to do with my collection. I don't know, guys. If anyone, like, part of me is just like, should I post my whole Matthew collection and see if someone would buy the whole thing? But my ZB1 posts don't really do very well, like even just regular album cards, and I have so many matte pobs and just like no one wants to buy them from me or trade, so I don't know. I'm just keeping it for now just as it is because, yeah, I don't know. That's the thing. So that's ZB1. I'm unsure. That's my one, like, yeah, thing that I'm not positive about. And then next on my tab is Yeji. So I will, of course, keep collecting Yeji. I need 2 more gold cards, 1 more air card, 1 more Girls Will Be Girls. And then that is all done. Tunnel Vision, I have almost everything, but my group order manager still has all of my stuff. And I'm pretty sure I got like 98% of all of her album cards, which is amazing. Hopefully we'll find the last few cards that we really, really need, but we're looking in good shape for Yeji. I will obviously keep up with her. So and then once we do that, I was looking at my binder. There's a few holes I could fill in for. There are 3 spots in my air collection that I could put a few more pobs in. Same with Crazy in Love. And then we have 1 Girls Will Be Girls slot to add a pob. And we will see about Tunnel Vision once I actually get everything in and see how many benefit cards I have. But I think it would be if I get a break for 1 single second, which we might because they're going on tour. So that might be like a little bit of time, but I think we'll be almost set with Yeji, which is very exciting. So next are my other girlies twice. This is my big like goal that is new compared to last year for this video. First big goal is to back collect Sana. So I do collect Misamo, and when I back collected from debut and then through before Taste of Love, I collected Momo and Mina, and so now the last thing for me to do is to back collect Sana. So I will do that. That'll be the biggest thing. I don't know how much the girlies are gonna do this year because they've had such successful last year, and also obviously they're on this tour that's really long. So maybe they'll get a break, ? They never seem to take a break, so I don't know. That would be nice if I had a little more time to back collect Sana, but I will still be able to do it, no worries. And then I also want to start back collecting a few more of their trading cards. Especially their like fan meet cards. I have like a small collection for those, so I feel like just kind of expanding those a little bit would be fun. I also need 2 more Pob sets for Momo and Sana for This Is For because I have a few extra Minas, and so I need to pair them with the other 2 members. So just like finishing out This Is For. There's like a random card I need, like I need Mina's Yes or Yes concept photo card. That's kind of the only like back collected like Mina card. For Momo, for Mina and Momo, I do have one of their Christmas cards, the holo card. I don't have the other Christmas card, and I'm kind of waiting to see once I expand to Sana, which would fit in my binder. If I don't need it, I'm just not going to buy it. Otherwise, we could find those. They're a little expensive, but I wrote Year of Yes, 3 Pob sets. I don't know what that means. I'm really not sure. So I don't know what I meant there, but anyway, okay. One of the things that I would like to back collect for Twice in general are their POB sets, like the JYP pre-order sets, because I have like most of them obviously from the more recent eras, but I think it would be kind of fun to back collect all of them. That would be not like too expensive, but just would require me to do spend like, you know, I imagine like just a few $100s on that. I don't know, we'll see. And then, of course, Misamo, they have a comeback right now. They always have a Japanese release. It seems like at least once a year. And I don't like fully collect that, but I would get, you know, a few photo card sets for that to make a little page. I also, this is like so random, but I have their season's greetings from 2024 and 2026. And I kind of want 2025. It's really cute. So that's just random, but you know. Misamo inclusions. I do want to back collect some of their inclusions. I set up a little bit. So I would like to get some of the inclusions going. This might be the year of me and inclusions, because you'll see I have some more inclusion goals later. And then for the Twice soloists, I'm just going to keep up. I have almost full collections for all the soloists so far. I need to finish Che. We only need like 2 more cards or so for that. But yeah, so that is everything for all the girlies. Next up, P1 Harmony. So I actually literally already completed this first bullet point here, which is incredibly exciting. But in talk miscellaneous early era concept PCs. I needed some random standee cards and like a platform card here and there. And I literally bought all of those the other day because P1 Harmony is going to have a comeback. And I was like, oh my God, I need to try to finish this collection as much as I can. For in talk, I need 1 more sad song pop. I need 3 more duh pobs. And then for the rest of P1, I want to finish X because they're having a comeback. And I low-key was collecting OT6 for that. So I have bought a few cards since I made this list. I haven't bought all of them, but we probably have like a little over half, which is good. They don't have very many cards, but just a few. In talk, I need that last lenticular from the t-shirt. That stupid lenti. And I also need one of Kiho's digipack cards from Duh. And then I think that is it. And then some P1 Harmony inclusions. I have almost probably, yeah, like 60% of their inclusions for Sad Song. And then I want to get, yeah, Duh and X because I feel like that would be really cute. So I have been kind of looking for that. Someone reached out to me and said they might have a few for me. So that's nice. I'm going to ask some of my GOMs as well. And yeah, we're just keeping up with them. I think I might start collecting OT6, to be honest. That's like it's like a soft goal because I'm like 80%, but oh, it's snowing outside, guys. This is the day of like that big snowstorm, but I think it's literally right now just turning into that hail wintry mix. Damn. Okay. Wow. It's gonna get crazy out there soon. Okay. Anyway. So moving on, BI. Oh my God, guys. I need 1 singular fucking BI card. It's infuriating. I cannot find it anywhere. I will try to find it by the end of this year. He's 97 line 2, so he, I assume, also has to enlist this year. And he had his most recent era, which I need 3 more cards for. And then to fill in his binder a little bit, I wrote down that I need a POB for Lover Love Part 1 and a POB for Lover Love Part 2 to finish out those 6 pocket pages. Woods, my goal is to finish collecting all of my 6 pocket pages. That means for most eras, I need 3 more cards. And then hopefully he will have a comeback this year. And I don't collect all of his photo cards at all. I just collect, again, yeah, like even pages of 6. For GOT7, I do need 2 more Mark and 2 more JB photo cards each for the GOT7 album. That's my only goal there because oh, Yugyeom. Oh my God, I need to put that down. Yugyeom. No, Yugyeom has a new album. He only has 2 cards per version, I mean. And I bought a set, so I already am halfway there. So that's at least better odds than we had for the last album. So yes, Yugyeom, I gotta put that in there. Okay, that's it for GOT7 and male soloists. For Kihyun, Monsta X, Kihyun's album cards are all complete. We have the X done as well, which is great. So for Kihyun, I also am going to backlink a few of his units, not for all of the eras, but for several of them. So I made a template for that. I need 1 more postcard from the X. That's so random, but yes, I do need that. And then also I might just back collect his US release photo cards. I need to look at a template. I can't imagine he has a lot of cards for that. I didn't collect that at first, but I love the US releases and I feel like I should because they're gonna have a US release. They're also going on tour, so that will be fun. Maybe I can see them this year. Okay, next up is the One We, One Us. So Lido is all done except for his solo. So I need one more solo photo card and then I need 2 or 3 more benefit cards. He is also 97 lines, so he also has to go to the military this year. So yes, that might be the last era that we have for him. Really random, but I need one Hwanung card because I decided to collect this random magazine photo card set, OT5, because I pulled 4 of the 5 members, and I need to find that last Hwanung card, so that's random. But going into NCT, we already talked about my main collections, but I do want to finish my small perfume collection. So I need Jihyun's Sminny, and I need Jungwoo and Doyoung's Apple Music cards. That'll just finish out the little page that I started. For Ace, oh my gosh, I only need like 2.5 more cards. For Ace, I need this really hard to find Junhee perfume benefit card, which I keep looking for and is nowhere. However, the guy's so exciting. I won't say war is quite over, but that Jihyun Polaroid from Siren Dawn that I keep pointing out every storing photo cards video because it was lost in the mail, the person finally responded to me. I DM'd them again like last week and I was just like, hey girl, please, like if you don't have it, if you didn't send it out, like can you give me my money back? Like at least respond to me, like hello. And they responded and they were like, oh my God, I found the letter in my car the other day and I couldn't find you in my DMs. Thank God that you reached out. So hopefully she sent it out. She lives in the UK or Europe, I forget. So it might take a little bit. Please, dear God, let that come. Because then at least my photo card collection will be complete. I need one random WoW benefit card for an OT set as well. But that's it for OT Ace. For Junhee, I want to collect his postcards. My group order manager said that she would be able to get me the ones that I have missing, which is great. And Yuchan, like, I don't know. I need to check in. I would like to collect all of his photo cards for the new era. I think he has like 6, so I feel like that's kind of possible. I joined a bunch of group orders, so hopefully I can get some cards from that. Next, we are on to the big top 4. So Wonu, my big goal, guys, is to back collect some pobs and some of those Korean trading cards. That will be my goal for Wonu. He's still in the military for another year. Let's see if I can do it. And for 17 in general, I'm gonna like buy a copy of their like one of each or however many versions they have for their like subunits. But the only subunit I'm actually collecting is CXM. So CXM, I am going to finish that. We need some compact cards and some Weavers cards and 2 more Pob sets, I believe, to finish out a spread. Oh, I also need Wanu's social club cards. Yes. But that's it for 17. Like, they're in their military era right now, which is kind of bittersweet, but it does mean that we have some time to finish our back collecting, which is very exciting. We're almost done with this pile, guys. Wow. Okay, next is ATs. So good time to talk about ATs. I wrote down, guys, these are all things that I noticed I needed. So sorry if this is chaotic, but this is literally like, this is what it is if you're trying to fill in stuff. So Wooyoung, I need 1 Will Pob because I have a random space in my binder. I need 1 more Work to Live Pob because also I have a space in my binder for that. I need his Water Bomb benefit card because I have San's and not Wooyoung's. I need Woosan Summer photo cards because I decided I wanted to back collect those. Same with Fellowship Tour. Same with the trading cards for Illusion, 18E Voyage, Treasure and the Calling, 18E Voyage Japan 2025, and then some Mito photo cards of them holding the Mitos. I have like a San and an U, so I need the other 2 for those 2. I need their new Japanese era, the Ashes to Light. I also want to back collect, or I guess it's still kind of current collect, Mighties. And that is actually it for ATs. Just obviously keeping up with all of their stuff, but that's like what I want to fill in. So next we have Stray Kids. So for a random Skiz OT, I want to collect all of their Gen card sets. So I have Hans from Gen like 1 or whatever that was, but I want to collect all of the members for that. And then 5th Gen, and then now we have 6th Gen. So now I need to collect that as well. I want to, there's a few bigger inclusions I need to collect for them. So some 8 like postcards, and there's one other era. I can't remember, but some of their bigger inclusions I need to get. Unit cards. I realized I have like some unit cards, but not all of them. So I feel like that would be kind of fun to back collect all of those. I need to find like a template for that though. And, oh, well, let's talk about Han first, then I'll talk about my biggest goal. So Han, I need to keep searching for the last of his benefit cards. I think I'm missing like 8 or so besides the most recent era. And then no easy, back collect no easy pobs, guys. My goal this year was to finish Maxident, and I did do that. Now we have bigger goal. Maybe this is for the following year as well when he's actually in the military. Well, not the following year, but whenever he goes there. I want to back collect his no easy pobs, which are a little just more expensive, but I can find most of them, so it's just a matter of billing to the card. So that is my big Han Pob goal. I need to back collect his Japan tour photo cards. I need to start back collecting his actual tour merch cards because I have been slacking on that for sure. And then my biggest goal for Stray Kids is to expand to collect my top 4 for album cards, pre-No Easy, which is obviously Han's already done. Mino, Seungmin, and Jongin. I have decided to back collect. Why have I decided to do that? I don't know, but I have a binder literally all ready for them, and I'm doing it, guys. I need to back collect more Stray Kids. I feel like this is not true at all. This is not true for you if you collect Stray Kids at all, but for me, since I collect OT8, I cannot just have a back collected 1 member pre-No Easy. Just to me, I need to challenge myself. So we're back collecting my top 4. That's my current top 4. It's really just so I can collect 4 members at first. And I collected Han, who was kind of a little expensive. I'll collect Mino, who will be a little more expensive. And then I'll collect 2 members that are a little less expensive. And then later, if I want to back collect the rest, then I'll still have like some that are a little less, some that are a little more, you know? I mean, Felix and Hyunjin would be there, but this is a good starting point for me to see if I want to just start back collecting top 4 or if I want to just do everything. So that is my big goal for Stray Kids. We'll see. They are going to have 1 album, it seems like, which isn't too bad. So maybe they can take a literal break for once in their lives, please. And then we can all catch up, but yeah, that's my Stray Kids goals. And then, perfect timing, because we're at the almost end of my pile, and we just have the boys left. So, Sangyeon. We're going to try to finish Sangyeon. I need, like, 6 or 7 more early era broadcasts. Those we might... Sangyeon comes back from the military in September. Broadcasts, like, I might treat myself to a few broadcasts when he comes back. That might be kind of fun. But that's the goal. We need 1 Christmas and August Pob, 1 Watch It Pop, and 1 Unexpected, and 2 Trigger. We need 5 cards to actually finish back collecting all of his benefit cards, and we are going to try to do it, guys. It's because I can't find them. I will just keep searching. I need to find them. I might need to enlist some help from people. But yes, I will really try to finish his pops before he comes back from the military. I also want to finish back collecting all of his merch cards and not benefit, but like tour and collab, and I have like less than 100 cards to go, which sounds like a lot, but that's actually like I have majority now, which is very exciting. So that will be our goal, finishing back collecting Sangyeon. And for OT the boys, I'm going to back collect their bigger inclusions, which I've already started doing. It's kind of a big task to undertake, but I think it'll be really fun. I have a bunch on the way already, which is awesome. It won't be hard for me to find them for, like, in theory, I could find them on Neokyo, and I cannot imagine they would be, like, super expensive. But it's just, like, searching for them, you know, and actually finding the ones that I need. But that's the first thing for the boys. Next thing, start and finish their Japanese photo cards. I think I can do it. They have, like, 4 albums. I think we're going to be able to do it this year. Japan, for sure. Then, something we'll work on just like throughout the years are their ready photo cards from the limited of, is it this? It's the start. The start? Yeah, the start. I do want to collect all of those. I'm going to try to first collect like 1 per member, and then let's see if I can find the other ones for like the second one for each member. I want to back collect a few more pop sets, of course. We have the unexpected unit like with Mew benefit cards that I have like 75% of. I need the more expensive units now, but I will try to find those. I want to back collect all of their memberships, which I checked last night. It's like Gen 1 and 2, and then half of Gen 3, and then I'm all done with those. I want to back collect their Be Your Own King, back collect some like tour stuff, like their Come On 10 case, and the Be Road, and the Azit, and Lucky Little Things, and some Season's Greetings pobs. And for maybe the toys, gotta finish the toys, and then the tanning dolls, maybe? Zen Encore Pob sets for the DVD and the QR, the Unexpected Pop-Up Store, the Blaze Keycap photo card set, and then all of the tour trading cards. All of the tour trading cards, starting with the B-Zone and going all through Zen and Japan as well, the Japanese legs of those as well, all the trading cards. Yeah, and that's it. So overall, this is perfect. We're basically done with this. This is great timing. So all in all, I am going to try to focus on these, not buying as many physical albums this year, and then focus on like my big groups, and then every few months I will like check in with the groups that are just like, you know, my groups I still love, but not like my alts, and I will kind of like clean up the collection. So my main goal is to back collect Sana, to collect OT top 4 for back collecting Stray Kids, to get Wanu's like Korean trading cards and Pob sets starting to be back collected, to finish Han's like benefit sets and work on his tour cards, to finish Sangyeon, to like back collecting, you know, benefit card stuff, to finish P1 Harmony X, and then woosan trading cards, and then finally the boys. So those are my main things that I'll be working on, and all the other things I mentioned I will still be working on 100%, but my main priority is going to be to get those like groups all set, because they're basically all back collected already. So now I can like work on honing some of my collections, and I think that'll be really fun. I think we will still have gained a lot of photo cards at the end of this year, but we're just like beefing up the collections, which I know I have a good amount of photo cards already. I'm very grateful. So now I can like figure out like what the fun stuff to collect is going to be. And I hope it's going to still be fun. I feel like right now I'm taking a little break. I've made a big goal for myself that I will not buy. Exception is my top 5, which are, let's say top 6, Ace, P1 Harmony, 17, Stray Kids, ATEEZ, and the boys. If they have album releases, I will be pre-ordering things from that. Like myself, physically, going onto a store and like buying an album. Other groups, and these groups I might join group orders for, so group orders are exceptions, which is definitely me fudging the rules, but it's my rules. So my big goal is to not buy any physical albums besides like in real time, like pre-order, besides for those groups, and to not start a new Nyokyo shopping cart. I have one that's on the way to me right now from Nyokyo, so we're not counting that. That was from the end of last year. No new Nyokyo, no new albums until I know if the boys are going on tour in America. And this goal might push me through the whole end of the year. We have no idea. They said they were going to do a tour in the first half of the year. Now, obviously we know visa issues. I'm noticing other groups are announcing tours, but not yet to America. We obviously had BTS do the big tour, but other big groups like Harry Styles and Bruno Mars and like other groups are going on tour, like non-K-pop. So I don't know what this means for the smaller groups that won't be competing for obviously like the same venues, but like the money and in the pockets of all of the fans. But I am trying to prioritize my savings account for the boys tour. It has like, you know, enough money for like 2 stops maybe so far. But I want to again like add some money to that. I have exceptions because I just know that like I just know I still want to be buying some things for fun, but I'm trying to prioritize the boys tour. And I really hope they go on tour in a good time when me and my best friend can go, because that will be where I can then go to a few stops like I'm trying to go to. But regardless, that's the goal. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. I know it was like a little bit, it was a little bit in the weeds, and you know, maybe it wasn't super exciting, but hopefully you had a little bit of fun with me, and maybe you were just like sleeving your stuff or looking through your collections or going through your templates, which is awesome. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I will see you soon in my next video. Bye!